incident took a lot of people's attentions off of things that I hope we don't forget.
Yeah.
I hope we don't forget Texas, who's still rebuilding and repairing after the hurricane, and Florida, and Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has been having some issues with the president of the United States. Do you want to kind of elaborate on what's going on with Puerto Rico and the president?
What's going on between the Puerto Rico and the president's out of control. He's crazy, but we know that.
Right.
He likes tweeting and stuff, and the president, you know, he's used to people not getting in his face.
Right.
And if they do, he shoots back.
Okay.
And the mayor of San Juan got all up in his face, you know, and he shot back. To me, both these people are clowns. Both these people need to sit down and remember that it ain't about you. It's about all the people that you represent, that you service. You in president, you in the highest service bracket. You service the whole country, all the peoples. The mayor of San Juan, you service all the people in the city of San Juan. Yeah, and the leadership from the both of you have to be a little bit bigger than what this childish name calling type of stupid action like this is. That does nothing. There's people actually suffering that need to be having their needs addressed. President, you just don't have Puerto Rico to deal with. You got Texas and Florida.
Right.
You know, then you got other things on the whole world. You got Korea, you know, made war with everybody else in the world. So you're pretty busy in that. The mayor of San Juan, you need to find a way to get all this help in there that you need. You know, I ain't faulting anybody. The way you run your city is the way you run your city. You know, the way I would do it is it might have been different and everything. I understand you. And FEMA, I know you're flat out. You know, you've been flat out for at least 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's flat out. You got to get, and it's all reactionary. That's what the problem is. The problem is reactionary.
Yep.
There's a learning thing that should be taken addressed right now, or when things calm down, so that everybody becomes proactive. Especially if you live in a place like Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for years you didn't get hit. You know, you got hit, but it wasn't a Category 5 hurricane.
Right.
Know? And we can handle hurricane. This ain't my first hurricane. Yeah, it was. This is just a big one.
So
and it took you out.
So you think the president's response to Puerto Rico has been fine?
No, I think the president's response to Puerto Rico has been childish. I think the response to Puerto Rico by the team of FEMA and the different type of legal things that haven't been brought up. They only mentioned the Jones Act or something like that, where international things can't go in there and everything. Puerto Rico has been in a financial difficulty for a few years now. Mm-hmm. They've been on verge of bankrupt. They're really in a lot of trouble. And what happened was, and this goes back to Obama administration, nobody really's been helping them really.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean, it was starting to come a little bit up, you know, and starting to rebuild itself where its financial demise really took them out. And then the hurricane beat them back down, all the way below the ground and everything. And I think that the reactions of the president was childish.
Well,
but I think the reaction of the FEMA was the best that they could do at the moment. Maybe they could do better, I don't know. Because they didn't have a interest, and here's another thing. It is an island, you know, and not the childish island that the president says, surrounded by water.
Big water, yeah.
No, it's an island, and on the island you have your first reactionary teams. On the island. They live there.
Yep.
It ain't like there's some magic umbrella over them that, oh yeah, all this stuff don't affect you because you have to go help the people. No, they live there. They get decimated just like everyone else.
Right, and there's only so much you can do when the water's still there. You have to wait for the water to go away.
Yeah, it is an island. And there was other things that maybe I think that they could learn from and take a little bit more respect for Mother Nature and realize that Mother Nature don't care nothing about you. So they had enough time, I think, to where they could have prepared better.
Right.
They could have stockpiled some kind of some supplies or something like that. They could have. There's a whole bunch of they could haves. That are out there. And that's just that's the reactionary thing that people do. They could have done this, they could have done that, they should have done this, they should have done that. But I'm not the mayor of Puerto Rico.
Nope. So President Trump lashed out at the mayor of San Juan on Saturday for criticizing his administration efforts to help Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria, accusing her of poor leadership and implying that the people of the devastated island were not doing enough to help themselves. As emergency workers and troops struggled to restore basic services in a commonwealth with no electricity and limited fuel and water, Mr. Trump spent the day at his New Jersey golf club blasting out Twitter messages defending his response to the storm and repeatedly assailing the capital's mayor, Carmen Yulín Cruz, and the news media. The mayor of San Juan, who was very complimentary only a few days ago, has now been told by the Democrats that you must be nasty to Trump, the president wrote on Twitter. Such poor leadership ability by the mayor of San Juan and others in Puerto Rico who are not able to get their workers to help. Mr. Trump said the people of Puerto Rico should not depend entirely on the federal government. They want everything to be done for them when it should be a community effort, he wrote. 10,000 federal workers now on island doing a fantastic job. The military and first responders, despite no electric, roads, phones, etc., have done an amazing job. Puerto Rico was totally destroyed.
Yeah. That whole thing is got the real points in it, surrounded by a whole bunch of childish little nonsense.
Yeah, like they don't want to do anything for themselves. I don't think that was fair.
That's not fair. It's like you can't move the trucks if you don't have the trucks and the truck drivers. It's like, how you going to move the product if you drive the truck, huh?
Right. Where? Through this water?
Yeah, don't swim.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, got all these other things sitting offshore and everything. Then they focused on that. Well, we got all the stuff already right here. We can't move.
Right.
It's like, there was the preparedness on everybody's side could have been better. Could have definitely been better. But name calling and all this stuff like this, that doesn't work.
Nope, not at all.
That doesn't work. And the mayor, from what I heard, she don't go to the FEMA meeting. She doesn't know what FEMA is even doing. It's like, how you going to get service for your city if you're not there with your mouth open? You got to find out what things, where it is, what's going on, where do we stand right at this time and then this time, not just at this day and then a week later. You got to know almost on an hourly basis things are changing so that you can stay ahead of and get the improvements in there for your people. And if you're not at the table, you're not missed.
Nope.
Yeah.
He has explained that the challenges are different because Puerto Rico is an island surrounded by water, big water, ocean water, as he put it on Friday. But in recent days, he has stepped up his public statements and dispatched a 3-star general to take over the response. Mr. Trump's aggressive Twitter messages on Saturday were in keeping with how he has acted during other moments of crisis, notably when he assailed the mayor of London, who is Muslim, after a terrorist attack, asserting that he did not take the threat seriously enough. In the case of Mrs. Cruz, Mr. Trump took her outcry as a personal assault on him, while other presidents generally ignore most of the criticism they invariably attract. Mr. Trump is not the one to let anything go unanswered. In one of his books, he titled a chapter Revenge, writing that when someone crosses you, my advice is to get even. If you do not get even, you're just a schmuck. So this is the attitude of the leader of the free world.
It's like it ain't new, folks.
Nope, it's not.
It's not new. He wrote about himself.
Right.
A couple of times. He's got a few books about himself out there. This is what he does. And the thing, and the mayor over there, if you think that you can intimidate the president of the United States,
right,
you're wrong.
Well, her response to Mr. Trump's tweet on Saturday, Ms. Cruz said that she would not be distracted by small comments and denied that she was attacking the president at the behest of the Democrats. Actually, I was asking for help. I wasn't saying anything nasty about the president at all. Right, that's the one thing that I missed about this whole story. What did she say that set the president off so bad, except for we need help?
I don't know what she said about we need help. I just know that the way she was saying that stuff was she was educated up here in Boston, so you know what her attitude sounds like. Your attitude's not all that well. She got that high, I'm better than everybody attitude and stuff like that. Then she's the mayor of San Juan. Mm-hmm. Brought her attitude down there with her. But it's like, that's okay. She's the mayor. You should. I'm sure that her thoughts and her mind, whatever she said and however she said it was directed so that to get the help in she needs to get her city out of the problem that it was in. This place was devastated. That's the whole. People haven't seen devastation. People react on things from TV. I remember when my wife was Haiti and they ran over to Haiti. Mm-hmm. Her and her father. My wife, she's a medical personnel. She's a doctor, so she ran over there going to do some good. Mm-hmm. Because the father's running over there going to do some good, and he got room on a plane from this other people. They all running over there going to do some good. Mm-hmm. Got over there, found out what? They didn't even have food for themselves. It's like, what do you think? You had to sleep on the floor. You didn't have food. I had stuck in her bag before she went out some power bars.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, because I knew what she was going into. I had seen devastation and stuff. They never seen it.
And they ate them power bars, didn't they?
They were so thankful. It's like, just because you bring your little silly self there doesn't mean everything disappears in the sunshine.
Right.
No, you went into horrific places, and this is where all these people saying these things. Those people in Puerto Rico are there. Mm-hmm. They're trapped in their houses with no food. They have to rely on the whatever scavenging within themselves that they can do. Scavenging, rationing, talking with their neighbors and everything. Anything that they can do to survive. They're in survival mode, 100% of the time right now. And they need help, definitely need help. And the help should be coming from the United States. That's how, but the United States just can't magically swoosh the help over there. It won't move.
They can't, but if anybody is able to help, it should be the president of the United States. And he sent the general over there. And according to her, the general was the one that said that there's not much that they can do at the time. So she pleaded with the president. And that's when the president got upset, I guess, and got annoyed. But
if you can't move the product to the people and you can't bring the people to the product, it just sits there.
Right.
Until you get this transportation up and running. The roads were impassable. The water had flooded out everything. There was, what are you going to do? Eventually they're going to use helicopters and Chinook. Right. They can only go so far.
Right, but that's not what the general said. On Friday, before she made the plea and before the president tweeted, the general Jeffrey Buchanan said that there was not enough troops and equipment to help Puerto Rico. He didn't have enough resources. So then that's when she said, President, your general saying we don't have enough resources, we need help. And that's when the president went off on her and saying that the Democrats made her do it. So I guess that's where the confusion came in.
And I guess the general's not Colin Powell. So
Nope.
So he don't know. The general go down there to assess the situation. That's his first thing he got to do. You got to get a plan. You got to get 3 plans, actually. You got to have 3 plans to work from. You got to have plan 1. Let's see what plan 1 looks like. Oh, that might work. Let's see what plan 2 looks like. That might work. Let's see what plan 3 looks like. That might work. Now you got to get the information from the people. You got to get it from the mayor. The mayor's going to say, okay, this is how my city structure is set up. This is how my reactionary force is, and this is where they're at right now. Which one of these plans does it fit into? See, that's what they're not doing. You don't say, well, I'll go to the president and he'll make something happen. You can't make something happen because you're building the plan. You got to let time pass. You got to build a plan like that. And then it's like, where's your supplies? Over here. You know, where they got to go? Over here. How are you going to do it? Well, we can't go here because it looked like the ocean went there. We could go, well, we could put them on boats and bring them there. Yeah, but that's only a little bit of stuff. How are we going to do that? You got to work out that plan. We'll use helicopters. Yeah, that'll work for a while. The best thing to do is, let's call in the engineers maybe and dredge out some of this to drain off the water so that the trucks can go through there. So you work off those 3 plans. You don't run over there and try to find somebody else to make magic happen. It doesn't work.
Nope, it doesn't. So the attack on the mayor, though, generated a backlash from celebrities and other people who noted that the president was spending the weekend in the comfort of his golf club while he was tweeting out hateful stuff towards a mayor whose home was underwater, basically.
I can definitely see the anger in the mayor. I can see the anger in the mayor. My house is flooded up and you went to play golf. That's what Trump does. He had a golf course on Puerto Rico.
Right.
I guess it failed or something like that. It's like, yeah, he don't even play golf. That's where he does business.
A texter said they should drop the supplies from the sky.
Yeah,
but if they land in the water, they're going to float away. There's still, I mean, I don't know.
I think that one of the things they did do, they used helicopters to pick up the big cooling trucks and everything and bring them over there to places where there was already some place they could put it down that had electricity to keep the refrigerators running in the trucks. Just bringing the truck there doesn't mean anything.
Nope.
They didn't have any electricity for the refrigerators. All those refrigerated trucks that they have with the supplies in them and stuff, they're all running off of generators that are fixed right there. It's not, all the electricity's out. They have such a logistic problem and stuff. Beautiful problem if you're looking at it from a leadership type of capability on how are we going to really attack this situation. It's a beautiful problem in leadership.
Is Donald Trump going to be president 4 years from now, 3 years from now? Do you think? Do you think he's going to make a second term?
I think he's going to make a second term.
I think he's going to make it. I think he's too universally hated.
I don't think he's going to give up the first.
He might not.
I do think that Donald Trump has a good. Better than 50% chance of retaining his presidency, and I think as time goes on, I think that if even one of his little plans get enacted, it'll boost his credibility
and get him up to become president for another
nothing's
time.
been enacted that he said now, so but he's still even though he got low ratings, but it's like ratings, where you get them from?
Right.
Kid over here and that old guy over there sleep, wake him up. You know.
Yep.
It's like I think that Donald Trump is going to be able to do it again because I don't think the Democrats they're too schizophrenic. They got way too many human rights issues that some of them don't even mean anything.
They need to get Oprah to run. If Oprah runs, then Donald Trump is all done. It's a wrap for Donald if Oprah runs.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Oprah.
Everybody love Oprah?
Even Republican white women love Oprah. Everybody loves. Nobody hates Oprah.
Yeah, but Oprah's not a politician either.
Neither is Trump, and
no,
he won.
Trump's not a politician. He's a businessman.
Yep.
Who loves negotiating. He
Right.
loves negotiating from a position of power. I think that Donald, and I'm basing this on that the Democratic Party doesn't have any leadership. It doesn't have any direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's still talking the same old 1970 type of stuff. And it's like we're not 1970.
Texas says he lost the Spanish vote. Mexico and Puerto Rico. He lost Puerto Rico now.
No, he ain't lost anything. You got a couple of people over there that Mexican and Spanish people.
Does Puerto Rico have any electoral votes?
Yeah, they got electoral votes.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, they were territory, just like the Virgin Islands. And nobody's mentioning the Virgin Islands. It's an island surrounded by high water.
Big water.
Big water.
Ocean water.
Ocean water.
Well, we're going to have to get ready to go, but before we do, I would like to just say quickly, if you are in a relationship with someone and you just meet someone for the first time, and this goes out to women mainly. You meet a man, he seems like a nice guy, a cute guy, handsome and everything. Run his name and check to make sure that he is not a sex offender.
Exactly. I agree.
An 8-year-old boy was killed trying to protect his younger sister from his mother's ex-boyfriend. Dante Daniels, who just started the 3rd grade at Oak Ridge Elementary School, was brutally beaten with a hammer during early morning September 1st. He died from his injuries 6 days later. A criminal complaint states that 23-year-old DeAndre Cheney Jr. was performing a criminal lewd act on Dante's 7-year-old sister when the little boy stepped in to help. Cheney, who pled no contest last year to a charge of failing to register as a sex offender, was the ex-boyfriend of Dante's mother, 28-year-old Elizabeth Salone. The guy beat my grandson with a hammer, Monique Brown, the child's grandmother, said, down to his spine. They couldn't even save his brain. The criminal complaint states that Cheney used lighter fluid during the attack and at a point turned the hammer and a knife on Dante's sister, who survived. Trying to save his sister from the child molester, that's why he was beat the worst. According to an arrest warrant, the children were at home alone with Cheney when the attack happened. Salone, the girlfriend, the mother, had asked him to watch her children while she took her brother to work. When she returned home, she heard one of her children crying. She told detectives that she was struck at least 3 times with a hammer from behind as she went to check on her child. Cheney then tied her up and poured lighter fluid on her. He grabbed the car keys and some other items and left in Salone's vehicle. Cheney was captured a day after the attack in Nevada, hiding in someone's backyard.
Stone that rascal.
Stone him to death.
Stone him. Twice.
He failed to register as a sex offender. That's why he was arrested before. But you have to be careful with who you're dating.
Really?
And before leaving your kids alone with them.
Yeah.
Even if, this 8-year-old boy lost his life trying to protect his sister.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's the saddest part. That's the saddest. It's depressing.
Yeah, I'm dumbfounded with this stuff.
Stone him.
He need to be stoned. The little boy need to be praised and never, let out of the memories of at least his loved ones and stuff. And the mother, all the women, you got to choose wisely.
Right.
I know that it might be hard out there, but there's good men out there. But you shouldn't just be looking for a man. It's like, I don't know what happened to your first husband. Mm-hmm. Not doing anything to the victim, making her the victim or something like that. But yeah, I agree. You gotta protect yourself. Just because somebody looks good and smells good and washes up and cleans up nice, ask some questions. And if you get red flags and everything, say, well, we can be friends.
Right.
and move on. You know.
I mean, but like there's sex offenders. I know, like my
Yeah.
wife, she's always looking at the list of sex offenders that live in the neighborhood, so she knows exactly where every sex offender's address is in this neighborhood.
Yeah, that's the idea behind the registration.
But a lot of people don't do that. But this man, he lied. He probably lied to her because he never registered as a sex offender. That's why he got arrested.
Yeah, he probably did lie to her. It's like, yeah, I mean, really.
I don't know. I have a problem with a lot of things in this story. The mother, she lost an eye. She was also, when she came home to go check on her kids, he hit her from behind with the hammer, tied her up, and they said that she'll never receive her eye. Both Salone and her daughter survived, but Salone's left eye was damaged during the attack. This is, now you guys can't see it, the listeners out there can't see it, but that's the guy who did the killing. He looks like doesn't look like a crazy guy or a guy that would do something crazy like that.
But still, check this stuff out, people.
Yep. The mother will probably never be able to see out of her left eye, and my granddaughter will need a lot of help. You want to talk about needing counseling? Oh, that poor girl is going to need all kinds of counseling.
Oh yeah, she was sexually assaulted, or watched her brother get killed, or mother get beat up herself. Yeah, she's going to need a lot of help. Right, she's going to need a lot of help.
Absolutely.
And there's no way to predict that somebody is capable of doing these things. But at least ask some questions, and watch. If you see strange behavior from somebody, it ain't like you were with. I don't know how long you were with the guy.
It doesn't say.
But it's like, the longer you're with him, the more you would have seen the behavior. But it's like, if you see strange behavior with somebody, walk away.
Brown said even after Dante's death, he's continuing to help people. A 4-year-old boy received Dante's heart, so at least he was able to donate his heart to someone else, and he was able to save someone else's life.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yep.
Still, you don't want to lose your son.
Right.
In any case, but again, just like you said, check out these things,
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't look right, don't go there.
Yeah, I urge, please do background checks. You can get background checks on boyfriends. Get a background check. It might cost you a lot of money, but it might save your life.
Yeah. Just use your own common sense.
Right.
If somebody don't get caught up with, oh, that's my boyfriend, he's big and tough.
Well, child molesters are really sneaky too. So this guy, this guy waited for the mother to leave to try to perform the acts that he was performing, and he's sick. But he was arraigned on murder, attempted murder, and charged with lewd acts with a child under 14. So hopefully he gets the death penalty.
Yeah, get the stoning penalty or something. Get the Tukey's penalty.
Yep, a texter said it's hard to hide a lie that long. It is hard to hide a lie that long, but this is why I am a firm believer. I say it again, a firm believer in the death penalty, and people should be stoned to death. You should not be allowed to be on death row for 20 years, 15 years, while this person had no choice in the matter and was killed instantly. This boy, he died just trying to protect his sister from this sick man, and now this sick man's going to go through the legal system.
Oh yeah,
and not be found responsible, and it's going to take a long time before he's found responsible for what he did, and before he has his day. I hope he has his day sooner though. Oh, it's a sick world, Troop.
It is a sick world, and he just gets to. Some people like jail. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just think some people are just as comfortable in jail as they are on the street.
That's why they need death.
And I don't know if this guy likes jail or not, but he needs stoning. He needs some serious punishment and stuff. This boy, that's just mean beyond repair.
His mugshot, he looked too happy. Truth. That's the problem. That's what makes me mad. He don't look like a person whose life is over. No. He looks like a person who's just, oh well, I just got caught. That's it.
Yeah, it's like, man, you're a totally vicious killer. You
kill him.
Little kids.
Stone this man to death.
Not only kill little kids, you want to have some kind of crazy sex with little girls. It's like, what's up with the world? You got it. You got the mama.
Yep.
Go have sex with the mama.
Right. I don't know, Truth.
You know,
It's a sick world.
It's like I don't get that. It's like I don't understand pedophilia at all. It's like I don't understand this.
Well, Troop, that's all we got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed listening and tuning in as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. It is being your boy Truth It, and I am here with Trooper Joe.
Yeah. And then this is Trooper Joe, and I'm here telling people that, hey, go out there and have that fun. And like I said in my post, have that fun means to love thy neighbor. To go on out there and get all the love you can, give it out, take it in, roll it around, put it in a cake, bake it, have a whole lot of fun with it and everything. And let's just go on out there and have fun with life. Live it.
Right.
You know?
We will see you guys at 12 o'clock on 91.3 FM, Voice the Voiceless, WCUW Radio. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. This is Truth It. I holla.
I'm True Joe. I'm out,